You're allowed to want more for yourself. You desire more peace, more purpose, and maybe even a little bit more time to yourself. But somehow, desiring something outside of your current reality somehow has made you ungrateful. Hey, girlfriend, my name is Takia Cherie. In today's video, it's for the woman who has been shrinking herself for the sake of survival, for the mom who constantly puts herself last, and for the wife who maybe has lost her own reflection. This video is for you. It's time to get up because you were created for more. The first thing that we need to discuss is that God honors desire. Psalms 37:4 says, "Delight yourself in the Lord, and he will give you the desires of your heart." Desire is not a sin. In fact, God has placed those desires on your heart for a reason. Sometimes we as women, we feel like if we have all that we need, then we should not desire anything past what we need, right? If I have a roof over my head, I have food on the table, I have clothes, maybe I have a good husband, maybe I have a good job, then there should be nothing else that you're asking for. He's not just the God of providing our needs, but he also takes part in our desires. Think about this for a second. How many times have you silenced your longing because it didn't feel Christian enough? To want more rest, to want better friendships, a peaceful home, time alone. And then you get so many people that's like, oh, you should just be grateful for what you have. Like, why do you need a better car if the one that you have drives? And you get people that say, save some for everybody else. No, ma'am. But what if those longings, those sleepless nights when you're up thinking about your desires and your goals, what if they're not distractions, but they're actually heaven's whispers? God putting it on your heart because there's an assignment that he has for you to do, and he's desiring for you to go after the thing that he has placed inside of you. The second thing that I think that a lot of times we mistake in is that growth doesn't require permission. Sometimes we simply just don't grow because we don't give ourselves permission. We're constantly looking for validation from somebody else. That validation becomes the thing that we use as permission to go do the thing that we really want to do. When the truth of the matter is, if he woke you up this morning and you have the activity of your limbs and you have breath in your body, that is all the permission that you need. Stop waiting for somebody else to say that it's okay. It's okay to move. It's okay to buy the house. It's okay to desire a better job. It's okay to desire more money. It's okay. Here is your permission slip. You ready? Come closer. You're allowed to outgrow your past. You're allowed to change your mind. The person you were 10 years ago, you're not that person anymore. You're growing, you're aging. Your desires will not be the same desires that you may have now as a mom or as a wife or as a woman in business or as a woman who is growing and moving in her career. Your desires will not be the same. You don't need permission from anyone else except God. Jesus did not call us to live small lives. He called us to live abundant lives. And it's time that you stop shrinking yourself to fit into small spaces and to fit into somebody else's small way of thinking. I think another thing that we can discuss here is that desiring more does not mean that you're leaving other people behind. Wanting more does not mean that you love your family any less. It doesn't mean that you're abandoning your role as a mom or a wife. You have a desire for more. And when you set your heart out to go do something for you specifically, not only do you reach your goals, but they get a better mom. They get a better wife. The people in your community, they get a better neighbor, get a better daughter, a better sister, a better friend. When you learn to show up for yourself, unfortunate things are happening every single day. And if we can be honest, time is moving very quickly and time is not always on our side, right? So I'm realizing now that I have to do, and even you have to do things for yourself. You have to ask God for guidance along the way to help you to navigate the responsibilities of mothering and the responsibilities of being a wife, the responsibility of, maybe having a business, being an entrepreneur as a woman, You have to find a way to not neglect your desires for the sake of somebody else's. We got to find out a way to be able to still be productive in the areas of our own desires. And let this be your moment to stop apologizing for wanting more. Listen to that nudging voice that's in your head. Listen to the inkling of your intuition or the Holy Spirit that's nudging you in the direction of your desires. It's more, there's more for you to do. There's more out there. There's more. There's so many things that I believe that God in this specific time is calling women to go do, right? And not to say that the men can't get it done, but what I am going to say that is there's more for you. And it's okay to go after it. It's okay for you to go after the things that you desire. Leave a comment down below. I'm super interested in hearing what's one thing that you have been afraid to want. You desire it, but you're afraid that if I desire this thing, that I won't be able to be I won't be able to be a mom or a wife or, this business person or entrepreneur, whatever it is. I love to pray over that thing and encourage you in this journey that you may be on, this path that you may be on. Now, girl, if this video has spoke to you in any type of way, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Girl, you know what to do. And make sure you hit the notification bell so that you do not miss a video every single time that I upload. And as always, girlfriend, have a good one.